Everybody, welcome to day number 11 of the AI Agent Challenge. My name is Dylan. I help entrepreneurs win the game of business by installing and upgrading their systems with AI automated workflows and AI agents. So if you were here yesterday, what we did is we took a Zoom recording and we turned that Zoom recording of a discovery meeting and automatically downloaded that, transcribed that, and turned that into a proposal draft that you could quickly use to sell to your clients. We're going to take it one step further by converting that into a ready to go, full-on proposal that will be instantly sent off to your clients. So with that being said, and that sounds interesting, let's jump into it, shall we? All right, so this is what we made yesterday through the day number 10. We took the Zoom recording here, downloaded it, transcribed it. I added these two modules because I realized it was a little big last time. And so what I did here was I uploaded the document to a file here into a Google Drive and used Cloud Convert to turn it from an MP4 into an MP3. And so that's a little upgrade from yesterday, but ultimately that got dropped into here as a proposal draft based on this recording that turned into this document right here through a brief mock sales discovery meeting where came the dream outcome, the pain points, the proposed solution, the stages, CRM integration, proposed timeline, commencement, conclusions, and all that jazz. So we're going to use a system called PandaDocs. This right here is PandaDoc.com. So you can go here to sign up for this. Right inside of here, we have just a couple of documents. And if we go here, what we can do is we can go in Documents, and we can go to Templates. And what we're going to use here is we're going to use a sales proposal template inside of PandaDoc here. And we're going to customize this to turn it into our own document that we can send off. And the way that we're going to be doing that is we're first going to go inside of Make here for the 30-day AI Agent Challenge. And we are going to make day number 11. Here, we'll call it day number 11. And we'll call this Automated Proposal with PandaDoc. If we go inside of here and let's just open up PandaDoc, type this in, we can go to create a document. You can see I'm already signed in here, but we can go inside of here and say we're going to use the sample sales proposal here as a document. We can put in the sender's information, the client's information, everything to automatically send out the proposal, but we can add these tokens. These tokens is where all the magic happens. And so the goal of this is we want to be able to take the elements from our proposal that is automatically generated from that sales meeting, from that discovery meeting, and we want to convert that into a document inside of here. And so what we're going to be doing is a little bit of a speed run where we're going to be just converting this document, just really slicing this and dicing it up really quickly so that we can take a Typeform and just simply fill out the Typeform based on our proposal draft information right here, so that ultimately it's going to then turn into a proposal that we can send off to our clients, have them e-sign it, pay us some cash, and then call it a day. So let's get into this. The first thing that we're going to want to do here is that we're going to want to make our document. So I'm not going to be making this too pretty. Just know that we're going to be able to upgrade this later on with your own design times and your own themes and everything else that you want to do. But let's take a look at this, shall we? So right now, let's just go to the top here. And let's just say we want to make some edits. The way that we edit this is by inserting these brackets. I created my first one right here, which is called outcome right here. And so get rid of that. And let's just say we want to add some edges on this outcome statement. And if we looked at this, we had the outcome statement from dream outcome. And so we can tell that the goal here is this. We're going to want to create a Typeform with all of the token elements that make this up, the stages, and we'll probably just do 4 stages, some timelines and milestones and conclusions. And what we're going to do here is we're going to hop into this document here and we're going to craft this up together. First thing we could do is I'm just going to put in just a little bulleted statement just so you don't have to see me type everything. I have a statement we can put in here for the outcome for the client. And the way that we can add this in here, I'm just going to paste this in. Just says, hey, I'm a consulting company with a proven track record and have experience with doing X, Y, and Z. And we're here to deliver results. We understand that installing scalable systems powered by automated workflows to deliver, and then we put in their desired outcome, which their outcome is here at the top. The primary goal here is to enhance the effectiveness of your social media marketing efforts to generate higher volumes of booked appointments. Cool. So if we go here and we're going to start to slice and dice this thing, let's create the next section here. And instead of about us, we're going to go ahead and we're just going to delete some of this stuff in here. Delete that. We're going to go here about us. We're going to call that about us. We're going to call it pain points. And we'll just put this in here and we'll type in based on our conversation, you are struggling with ... You can see me delete these sections. You'll see what I do here is if we want to add another section, we can go in here and add text. And when we add this bracket allows us to insert a token. You can see the token is over here with this outcome token right here. So if I go inside this document, this proposal document right here, and I just want to make sure, because one thing is, I want to give you a pro tip, a lesson that I learned when I was testing out the systems here. If you hit create document and you add all these tokens, it won't actually work. And because it will be an actual document, you want to click right here on the actual proposal template. Because you're editing the template, you're not creating a document. So you can see where it has the information here. This is a part of the template versus an actual document. So I learned that out the hard way earlier when I was testing this out. So if we type in pain point, do pain point 1, curly brace. And then if we want to go down here, we'll create another section, text, and we'll do another one, pain point, pain point 2, curly brace. We'll add another one here. We're going to call this one the text. We're going to do pain point 3 in curly brace. There we go. And let's just say we want to add like a nice little graphic inside of here. Let's close out. We can delete some of this stuff. We could throw in like a little graphic in here if we wanted to. I think I asked ChatGPT earlier to create a struggling entrepreneur. So I'm going to go inside of here, click to upload, select a file, and then I had Dolly 3 here generate a struggling entrepreneur with all his pain points going on right now. You can change the size of it all you want. Let's just say we want it like that. Of course, you could always change the top of the branding and stuff, but just for effect here, we'll scoot through this. Now, the next section here, let's say we don't want meet the team. Let's just say we want proposed solution. So let's just go ahead and we're gonna exit out this section. Let's say we don't want this section right here. Click on this. We can delete this page. So we'll go right in here and we'll say proposed solution. Because if we look at this, and by the way, whatever your file and your format from the last video that you have for how you draft a proposal, you can add a template of what you want that proposal to look like, what you want ChatGPT to look like. So with number 10 here, when I had it make the proposal here from yesterday in this section, you can enter in a couple of different few shot prompts to show them what it looks like. So I just put dream outcome, pain points, and the stages to solve them. But you can enter your own examples so that you can train it so it can give you the output that you want. If we're going over here and propose solution, let's type in here and go, here are the stages of the proposed solution. All right, let's just delete some of this stuff here. We don't really need all this stuff. We'll delete that guy. We'll delete that. Over here, we'll delete all of this stuff right here. And if we go inside of here, I'll say stage 1. And then in here, we can add in the stage details. Stage 1 dot details. All right. We're going to repeat that again over here. Stage 2. And then stage 2 dot details. Close that up. stage 3 and stage 3 dot details. And let's just add that fourth stage. We could keep going down if we really want to have 4 or 5, 6, 7 stages, but we'll just do 4 stages right now as an example. And the way that you do this, you go down here, add text, and then let's just say we want to add this boldness right here. So I don't feel like changing the font altogether. Let's do stage 4. And we're going to hit this plus sign, text, and we'll say stage 4 dot details. Close that up. All right, so we have our stages for the proposed solution right here. And let's just say the next thing we want to do is timeline. We have prices here, what our customers are saying. Yeah, let's just do this. So if we go off here to the side, we hit this pages here. And let's just say we want to move this up to here. And we want this to be our timeline section, because I think that's the next section that we had. Go down here, propose timeline. All right, so we got a couple weeks as a timeline. And let's say we don't want these images. Close that all out. Get here. All that all out. All right, let's do it fresh. Delete, delete, delete. Let's say we have a timeline. Great. We'll add in the timeline sections into here. So text. And what we can do here is if I wanted to just, I'm just going to copy this over so I can keep the formatting. Close it out. Open this up. We'll say, yeah, timeline. All right. And then if we want to add another text here, we'll say timeline dot results. Close it up. And the reason why we're doing this is if we look at this, we see the timeline's like 1 week. The results is a social media audit and matrix analysis. So we're going to bring that across in here. We'll add just basically a blank space, another one, and copy this across. Add that in. Let's do another block of text. And I'm going to go through and just copy and paste these over right now. And then we're going to change the variables so we can get this across here. Again, copy that across, timeline, hit this, hit the text, timeline results. One last one. Bring this across. Yeah. And text. Timeline results. So we're going to change these variables out. Timeline. Oof. Probably want this to be timeline 1. All right, let's change that variable. Timeline 1. I'll change this out to timeline dot results 1. Go here, click on this. All right. There we go. Delete that. timeline 2, timeline 2 dot results. Close that out. Timeline 3. Timeline 3 dot results. All right. Timeline 4 and timeline 4 dot results. Okay. Cool. So we've got our timeline. Let's just see what else we had here. Proposed timeline, conclusion. All right. Let's just add one more text inside of here, and we'll call this conclusion. Conclusion. Close that up. All right. So now, very quickly, we have the information. Let's just get rid of this little PandaDoc logo here at the top. We don't need that. No, thank you. But you could always insert your company here if you wanted to. You can put your company title here at the top. But we're just going to go through this. And then the last section here we have is details and pricings. So we can put in there details and pricings. Let's just close all this stuff out. This is going to be a very simple and streamlined document. And we want to have this one be, we'll call this outcome.title. Because while this is right here, this does talk about here at the top dream outcome, but it's not really titled as anything sexy. So we'll give it a little title there. And we're going to just close out some of these windows here. Now that's a quantity 101. No, let's just do quantity of 1. And we don't need to really see the quantity column, so we're going to close out that column, hide that column. Prices, let's just hide that column. Whoa. Let's hide that subcolumn. So now we just have the price here. And for here, we can call this services, and we can put right here, or we can call this deliverables. Deliverables. And we can insert in the, what do we have? We had stage details. We'll just call them stages. We'll put the stages in here. Stage 1. Stage 2. Stage 3. On stage 4. Close it out. There we go. All right, and so this is the signature, my signature, and the client signature. We're going to get that contact information from them. And let's just say we wanted to price this at, let's just say we had a standard package of $5,000. We'll have the deliverables. 0. Okay, we'll just leave it at that in terms of deliverables, and we'll just see that right there. All right, so now we have our super rough proposal that's been generated right here. Now, if we spend a little bit of time cleaning this up, adding our own style and flair, you can see what this could look into. We have this thing drafted up right now. So now let's check the make scenario to see if we're going to delete this and reopen it up, PandaDoc, create document, and then go here at the top. We're going to take a look at this template ID, sample sales invoice. So now if we go down here at the bottom, there are all of the things that we just created in here in terms of all of the tokens. So now we need a way to be able to get this into the PandaDoc to have it automatically be generated. And that's what we're going to use Typeform for. So if we go to Typeform, what I have here is a PandaDoc copy. Yes. This is just a Typeform, and if you know about Typeform, we went ahead and made these different sections that have the outcome title, the pain points, all of that inside of here, inside of this Typeform. And so we created that, and now we have access to it right here. And so if we share this, so we could fill this out. This is the information right here by copying this link. Command P, open it up. So if you imagine you're inside of a sales meeting, or you just got done with it and you just got the delivery from the recording of the meeting, you want to quickly get the proposal to them as soon as possible. So the AI automatically drafts up all these elements, but you want to send it to them in something that they could sign and they could pay immediately. So that's when we go over to this document right here that we've created inside a Typeform, and we can start to fill out some of the information. So if we're to do a little split screen here and start to dump this across, we can put that information in. But before we do that, what we're going to want to do inside of here is we're going to want to make a Typeform module. And the way that we do that, double click here, we're going to create Typeform, and we're going to want to watch responses. I think that's the right one. No, we're going to click the other one here. Typeform, watch response acid. Connect in. We're going to look for the form. PandaDoc copy. I believe that's the one we're using. Yep, you can see the copy. There's the copy. And we're going to click OK. We're going to add a sleep module that just gives it a second. When you fill out the Typeform, you need to give it like just a couple second delay so that it doesn't instantly come across and you're able to collect that data. So we're going to create a sleep module for that. Sleep. We'll add we'll just say a 5-second delay. And we're going to, before we plug it in, we're going to be able to get, for the Typeform, we're going to be able to get the list of responses that's going to be coming over from the PandaDoc copy. And these are some of my responses I've did from before. And I'm just going to click OK right now, off to the side. So now that we have this set up right here, the goal is we're going to fill out the Typeform with all of the relevant information inside of here. It's going to flow through to get the list of responses and then just automatically create that proposal for us that we can then send off like instantly. So the goal is we just fill out the Typeform from here, and then they receive a beautiful proposal with an ability to pay instantly right in their email box. So if we were to go into here inside of make and we're to hit run, it's not set up. Must be the first trigger in the module. Oh, yep. Okay. So we're going to move this over to here. There we go. And now that we have that set up, we can hit run. And what this is doing right now is this is starting to run all of the data that I had previously populated from filling out the form. So inside of this proposal here, what I did originally is I mapped them all out. So if I go inside of the forms to be shared, I can show you in here in terms of results. I've already filled this out before with my initial responses of the customer, but I want to show you exactly what this looks like so you can see how we would do this. So I'm going to go back into the document inside of here, and let's just do a little split screen so we can see what this looks like. So if I was to pull this out here, slam that to the left, we'll go here and slam that to the right. Let's type in the customer's name. So we'll say it's Tyler Durden, a very reputable young man. And we'll put the phone number in. Let's pick this is my personal phone number. Please don't call me. All right. And we'll put in an email. We're going to say that's number. And we're going to Tyler Durden's coaching and consulting group. So we'll just copy this. We'll hit enter. And we go, okay, well, what's the outcome? Okay, we can see the primary goal is to enhance the effectiveness of the social media marketing efforts to generate higher volumes of booked appointments. Cool, so that's the outcome that we want. And we want to give that one a fun title. So we'll say automated lead generation and booking system. Click OK. And pain points, we can see right here, we're just going to take a look at these pain points. Copy this over, pain point 1. Hit enter. Pain point 2. Hit enter. Pain point 3. Hit enter. Right. This was just based on the conversation I did in the mock interview yesterday. We want to create a stage 1 is we're going to do a social media audit. Enter. Stage 1 details is conduct an audit of the social media channels. Click enter. And what we'll do is copy stage 2, which is develop a matrix analysis for engaging social media. All right. And copy that as in terms of the details for stage 2. And then stage 3, automated content creation. Click OK. Details for stage 3 is set up an automated posting for LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and other relevant platforms. Okay. And stage 4, let's just skip call to action with lead magnet. Let's just go into CRM integration, campaign, put that in, and integrate into the CRM system. Design and implement lead nurturing user case studies and start. Okay, cool. Let's just dump in both of these right now. All right, there we go. Click OK. Now we're going to go down to the timeline. We know this is going to be week 1. Now my guess is this would probably take a little bit longer than just a week to do these things, but it was a mock call. So just know I'm assuming your calls will be a bit more thorough when you have it week 2. Say set up the timeline results, hit enter. Great. Week 3, we're just speeding along with making all these results for our very, very happy clients. And we'll say right here, hit enter. And then it's just going to say ongoing, but could just be week 4 or whatever you want to have it. Hit enter. Monitor and optimize and report the campaign performance. Woo! All right. And then conclusion. Follow up with that. Hit the conclusion. And now submit. Great. So now we've gotten that data across into the system over here. I'm going to go right here. Take a look at that. Run this one last time. So it's grabbing that last piece of data coming across in terms of the type forms and getting all the responses right here. We can see all of the data coming in here in the bundles. You can see I did this earlier today, just doing a couple of rounds of this, making sure this works. And then what we're going to want to do is connect that to our PandaDoc that we have for our proposal that we've generated, or that we will be generating. And if we go over here, we can start to populate this with data. So let's go pull up this, let's say here, automation services for, and then we can type in here, and we want to be able to, is this not grabbing the tokens? Let's go down here. Yep, we need to be able to run this across to here so that we can actually get this data. So I'm going to click OK. And what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to run this through all the way through to here so that we can actually trigger the PandaDoc so that it can receive these variables across here because they haven't been connected yet. And so we're going to want to trigger this so that it can at least receive those variables. So if I hit run, we're going to move this over here. Let me just connect this. Unlink this guy over here to this section. And we're going to want to run this over to the PandaDoc. Now that it's been set up, it's been populated with the data, we can go inside and start to create this. So these are all of the variables that are coming in from Typeform that we have created through making this. And if we go down here to the bottom of this, we can look for the client's name or the lead's name. We can see down here's Tyler's name for Tyler Durden. And so now it's going to say automating services for Tyler, and we're using the proposal template. And we can say the client's email. So we scroll down here to find their email at the bottom. There's the email. We can say the sender's email, which is my email. We'll type in my email real quick here, dylanjwatkins.com. And the client's company, we know that's what Tyler Durden's coaching consulting group, I think it is. Yep, there it is. Client's first name, that was Tyler. Last name is Durden. And in here we have all of these additional variables. See, there's owner's name. And I think with that, is there owner's name inside of here as a variable that I did not exclude? Let's see what we have here. Pain points, stages, timeline, deliverables, outcomes. I don't see owner's name. So I must have created an owner's name somewhere in there. I don't have that right now, so we're just going to leave that. The sender's company is DJW Consulting. Sender's first name, which is me, Watkins. And these are all the token variables that we've created inside of this. So we can see here, by creating this token variable, we can now populate that, close this out, directly inside of here. So we see this is outcome. We can click on, oh, that's conclusion. There's the conclusion. And outcome, we have the outcome right here. Outcome title. Scroll down here to the bottom. And we'll have a nice, sexy outcome title. And we can start dropping in these pain points inside of here. It looks like pain point 1 was not captured. So if we go over here to the top, oh yeah, for some reason that was not captured as a variable. Let's do this. Pain point 1. All right, now we got that variable. Go in here. Now, am I going to have to, I think I might have to hit refresh on this. So if we wanted to, we'll just go ahead and hit refresh on this just so you can see it pop in. So I'm refreshing on the proposal document, and we're going to make this again. And great, it held the data. That's fantastic. Good to know. So we can populate this pain point 1. Go down here to pain point 2, pain point 3, and then we can start to add in some of these stages that we have. Stage 1, stage 1 details. Now if I just hit tab, it will automatically go down one, so I'm going to hit tab from now on just for a brief time. So stage 2 details, we'll scroll down. Stage 3. All right. Hit enter. Stage 3 details. Stage 4. Here we go. Stage 4 details. And now timelines. Now we don't have the timeline was an initial variable that I made a mistake on creating that variable when I was blasting through this. And so this is going to leave blank because we don't actually have a spot where that variable goes. So we're going to skip that. And we're going to go into timeline results 1. Now you could have an overall timeline, but we're not going to be putting that in there. Oh, delete that. Let's go down to timeline results. We'll go down to timeline 2. Timeline 2 results. Timeline 3. And timeline 3 results. Timeline 4. Timeline 4 results. Okay, cool. So we got all that information right here. Let's close it out for a second. We could put a date on it if we wanted to. but we don't need to do that right now. And let's see here. Let's just say we want to send this off as a document. So we'll hit send and go, your proposal is ready. And then we'll put their first name in here, Mr. Tyler Durden. Right here at the bottom, Tyler. Say hi. Tyler, enter. It was a pleasure meeting with you. Here is the proposal for our services. And that's good. And say best Dylan. All right. And so now we have just about everything we needed. We're going to send the document, which is the proposal, which gives them the ability to pay because you can hook it up to your Stripe. We'll have the names in here. We have all the relevant information, timeline, statuses, pain points, all of that stuff is here ready to go. And so we should be ready to rock. I'm going to click OK. And now that we have that, we're just going to go ahead and run it. So I'm going to run this right now. It's coming across. It's making it, which means it's also emailing it to us as well. So if we check right now the actual document. Oh, and the reason why it's doing that right now is actually because I have bundled IDs. So it's actually sending multiple ones out right now. So I'm going to go here. We're going to go inside of here. And you can see right here we have Dylan Watkins sent you an automated services for Tyler. Put a little space right there. Hi, Tyler, it's a pleasure meeting you. Here's a proposal for our services. So if we open up the document right here, there you go. Sales proposal for Tyler Durden's coaching group. We have the relative information. Hey, Tyler, our statements. Primary goal is to enhance the effectiveness of the social media marketing campaign to generate this. Scroll down here. Here's the pain points based on a conversation you're struggling with. And then we've got content creation, implementation, agency performance. Now we might want to put a text in front of that. Just says pain point 1, 2, 3. Struggling Tyler here. Solution. Our solution is social media audit. Conducted through SEO content, develop a matrix of analysis, social media content, findings for that, automated content creation, CRM, all that jazz. And then here is the timeline, 1, 2, 3, 4, ongoing. And then the conclusion, by following the plan above, Tyler's coaching group will be better positioned to convert into marketing efforts into tangible booked appointments. And then here's the plan details with pricing. So then all they need to do here is, if I had this already signed, is they just go ahead, hit here, they can sign it, review and accept. And they're done. Now you could imagine just a little bit more time put into this. You could really create a very powerful system where you could almost instantly respond to somebody, being able to create automated sales forms and proposals. So that's day number 11 of the AI Agent Challenge, showing you how you can take automatically generated drafted proposals and use those drafted proposals and just a simple form to automatically generate a complete proposal and instantly send that over to your clients. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in day number 12 of the AI Agent Challenge. Take care now. Bye.